Good morning or good afternoon, YouTube. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I make my protein pancakes. And they're about like 53 grams of protein. I'll double check. I'll have the macros and everything up right over here. And yeah, let me show you the ingredients. So we have a scale so we can measure everything. If you don't have a scale, you can use a measuring cup. Kodiak Pancakes, because these are really good in macros. They're only 2 grams of fat, no saturated fat for a half a cup, so a full serving. 30 grams of carbs and 14 grams of protein. I just got the blueberry one. I normally have the buttermilk one, but I mean, I really wanted to try it, so let's see how it goes. A singular egg, banana, Fairlife milk. This is the fat-free, ultra-filtered milk, so it obviously has no fat, as the name says, and 13 grams of protein. You can use any milk you want. I just like this because it's macro-friendly, high in protein. You're not gonna find this kind of protein in like cashew milk, oat milk, or anything like that. And your whey protein. I don't have RYSE right now. I just ran out, so I'm just using whatever I have in my cabinets. This is strawberry and banana. You can use any flavor that you want. I've used Dimetize before, the Fruity Pebbles one. That tastes okay. Chocolate peanut butter tastes okay. So we're gonna try the strawberry and banana one today. And I think everything should really balance out because it's all fruits, you know. It's strawberry, banana. It tastes like strawberry, banana. We have a banana, blueberry. So it should all balance out. It should taste like pretty good. Also, if you want to make yours a little sweeter, you can put some 0-cal sweetener in it, like Splenda or anything like that. So not having a cameraman is so difficult. This sucks. Okay, you're gonna take a little bowl, right? I mean, this is fine for me. I don't really need like a big bowl. If you have a big bowl, then that's fine. I mean, just a bowl. Nothing too small because obviously it's gonna overflow and you don't want that. So you're gonna mash up one banana, kind of like a pudding consistency. And I'll show you exactly what I mean once I get this done. Also, make sure that the banana is obviously ripe. It doesn't have to be like extremely soft, but yeah, good enough so you can eat it. I don't know. Some people they like eating green bananas. I've met people like that. Trust me. I've met people who eat green bananas. Weird. You see a lot of things when you go away to college. Banana, and you're just gonna mush it with the fork, just like this. Yep. Just gonna mush it until it gets like, obviously the softer, the easier it is to get like that kind of pudding consistency. Just because again it's softer and it's more ripe and it's, you know, kind of not decomposing. I don't know what the word is. But just gets softer, so it's a lot easier. When I used to do this with just like a normal banana, like not like too brown and like not too green, it was like a little harder, it's a little tougher, but that's okay. You just gotta get it to the mushy part. So you can see how it's like, you see how it's very pudding-ish? Pudding? I don't really know. Very soft. So next we're gonna measure out our protein pancake mix. I'm just gonna make life a lot easier so I don't have to wash a lot of dishes. I'm just gonna put this here. 53 grams, so we're gonna measure out 53 grams right over here. All this is very doable without a scale. If you just get like a measuring cup, you can just do like a half a cup of this, which I'll show you. Half a cup of like the milk or whatever. And it should be fine. I can't get this open. I really like this. It's easy, it's convenient for me. So I mean, if you're the type of person that likes to sit there and like actually cook like in the morning, I don't have the patience. I just want to eat something quick and go to the gym and get like my carbs in. So this is just something quick and easy, and it doesn't taste too bad. I like it a lot. So from here, we're gonna add a scoop of whey protein. It doesn't really matter what kind of protein you have. If it's casein, plant, it doesn't. It's just adding protein powder. So that's a scoop. So I'm gonna change this over to milliliters. So on this it says 240 milliliters is 1 cup. I'm gonna do 120, which is half a cup, obviously. What have I do? And so it says protein 13 grams. Obviously, just divide that by 2, so it's like 7.5. I just round up to 7. Worst case, you just have 7 grams. Wow. You know. So that's what I do. Just gonna fill this up. Again, if you don't have a scale, just use like a cup. Just do like half a cup. If you're okay with using normal milk, then go for it. So we don't need the scale anymore. So I'm just gonna turn it off if it wants it to. And 1 egg. This is an extra large egg. It doesn't matter what kind of egg you use. You can use medium, large, extra large, ostrich egg. I don't care. Just use an egg. And from here, you're literally just gonna whisk until it turns into a kind of like consistent pancake mix, as you would normally. Now you want to scrape all the edges to get those macros in to get the full dosage, I guess you can call it. So you see how it's kind of getting a little watery and blah blah blah.
More consistent.
You want to do it until you don't really see any more chunks. It's kind of hard because you really don't have like much liquid in here, and everything is like protein, so everything kind of like clamps. But you can do it. If I could do it, you can do it. All right, so now it kind of has that consistency that I want. Now to the cooking part. So, stove, all that good stuff, obviously. So you're gonna need, well, this is just what I use. You can go ahead and just throw everything onto the thing onto the stove in the pan. Just to make one big flapjack. I don't have good luck with that. Like, it always just comes out like blah. I find it easier to also eat like little kind of portions at a time. Well, not at a time, but like all at once. Fire. You're gonna want to use any sort of spray. I don't recommend using oil because again, it's not very macro friendly, and you can go use avocado oil. It's the best oil and like blah blah blah, but it has more fat. This literally has 0 of everything. Every oil or every spray oil has that. I'm almost certain. Go ahead and just spray it all over. So just gonna wait for that to heat up a little bit. Mix this around. This should make about like 4 or 5 kind of like not little pancakes because they're not tiny, but they're like a good medium size. Definitely smaller than IHOP, but yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this to heat up and twirl my ladle until I do. Pour it onto here. Now, I don't know how much a pancake, like each individual pancake is. I just know that how much the batter is. If you're someone who, I don't know, wants to find that out, by all means, go ahead. I'm honestly too lazy to really sit down and just calculate how each individual pancake is. I also don't really share my food, so if anyone asks, I'm like, no. It's also dietary, so like no one really wants any of my stuff. So you can kind of see that it's spread out. It will spread, and it'll kind of be like a flatter, like thinner kind of pancake, which I like, because again, like when I'm eating, I like thin, just in general, like with pizza, even with pizza, I like it thin crust and well done. Like, and even with pancakes, I like it like really thin because it's a lot easier and a lot faster to just eat, and you really don't feel like you're eating much. So this way I don't feel like so like blah afterwards. So once you start seeing a little bit of bubbles pop up, you just kind of want to like shuffle it. See how I'm kind of shuffling it like below? Just kind of seeing like if it's ready. If your spatula gets stuck under that, it means it's not ready to be flipped yet. Don't expect me to do any crazy flips. I will literally drop it on the floor and I will be mad at myself because now I don't know how much I'm gonna eat. I don't know what my macros are, so I'm just not gonna attempt that. Boom. See? So you're just gonna do that obviously until the whole batter is gone. And honestly, it's gonna look like a lot to eat, but it's not. It's not that filling. At least for me, I've been doing it for a while now, so protein doesn't keep me as satiated as like people who don't eat as much protein as me, because my body is just so used to converting like protein into like energy pretty much, because I try to stay away from like excess fat and stuff like that. The carbs, I know there's a lot of stigma around carbs right now, especially with the low carb diet and all that. Carbs are good for you. I try to have at least 200 grams of carbs a day. You might think that that's a lot. It's not. Because I'm burning, so they say to do 0.45 to 0.9 times your body weight. That's how many carbs you should be eating before your workout. So I typically eat about 70 grams before my workout. I try to. If I don't, then obviously I'll make it up like throughout the day. Oh, yeah, let's just see this one. Yeah, that's a little burnt. I don't mind it. I'm also kind of talking, so I'm not really paying attention. I just stay away from like excess fats because as of right now, I'm lean bulking. I'm not cutting, but I'm also not like bulking. I want to stay lean as I can, but still putting on like as much muscle as I can while still staying lean. So like I'll stay away from saturated fats, not completely because that's impossible to stay away from. It's a lot harder to break down saturated fats than it is unsaturated fats. Anything you see on the label that says unsaturated fat, that's good fat. Mono unsaturated, poly unsaturated, those are good fats and those are easy to get rid of. Like easy to burn off. Saturated fat, not so much. So the reason why it's so hard for saturated fat to burn and to get rid of is because think of it as a squiggly line, okay? Like zigzags, like this. Each saturated fat is the exact same pattern, right? So if you're digesting so many saturated fats, they're gonna stack inside of each other, kind of like a puzzle piece. It's a lot easier to stack. And if it's a lot easier to stack, and because they're holding on to each other, because it's a perfect puzzle piece, it's a lot harder to go ahead and get rid of. Now think of mono unsaturated fats or any unsaturated fats with zigzags, but randomly each unsaturated fat has straight lines, randomly placed, doesn't matter. So they're not perfectly, so it's not a perfect puzzle piece, so they don't stack up on each other like this. So that's why it's a lot easier to burn and get rid of unsaturated fats than it is saturated. So that's why I stay away from it as much as I can. You still do need saturated fats, of course. It's your body still needs it, but unsaturated fats are the healthy fats, and remember that. I'm horrible at explaining things. Do not come at me for that explanation. But I hope you guys got it. So this whole thing came out to 410 calories, 54 grams of protein, 62 carbs, and 7 grams of fat. I'm also going to be putting sugar-free syrup on it. Only 10 calories. So, yep. And just like that, it is gone. And so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Something a little different, change of speed. figured you guys would want to see something about my diet. A little hint of it. I do plan on doing a full day of eating. I just have to get to it. That video will be coming out soon, I promise. I know I've got a lot of requests for that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, all that good stuff. Use code MTheJockmo6710 at RYSE Supplements. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.